Hey everybody, it's Triple OG. How are you today? I'm coming with some great information on how to pass your real estate exam on the very first try. I feel like if you watch or listen to someone who has already successfully done what you're trying to do, you can learn from their mistakes. And I have taken real estate courses 3 times, once in Georgia, 2 times in Florida, and the third try was the charm. So stay tuned. I have a story time and how to pass your real estate exam on the first try. Okay, so let's get right into it. So I feel like the first time that I took the real estate exam in Georgia, even though I was in instructor-led classroom, I feel like I was just not focused on the information. I feel like I was just trying to memorize it and I wasn't really retaining it. And as you know, when you go to any real estate courses, once you do your requirement of the hours, which I believe is 45 hours education in Georgia, it may be more, but there's a requirement for each state of how much education you have to have before you take the state exam. And so whenever the amount of hours were up in Georgia, I didn't pass that final exam at the end of the course, which will make it possible for you to take the state exam. So once I didn't pass the end of the course exam, I didn't even try again. I just went on doing other things in life. A couple of years down the road, relocate to Florida. I saw a Groupon for Azure Thai Realty School, and I said, let me give it a try, because I'm still very interested in real estate and breaking generational courses. I don't know about you, but me, I've watched HGTV years and years. I don't really like TV, but when I do watch television, it was mostly reality television and home and garden television. And so I feel like it was bound to happen for me to be in real estate, and I feel like if I would have stayed persistent and consistent, it would have happened a lot faster. But I got off the course several times, only to end back right back on the course. So the first time I took the courses from an online school in Florida, didn't really retain the information, just like Florida. It was familiar again, but there were different laws and statutes because they're different states. And a lot going on at home. But like I said, each and every time that I was learning and reading these real estate courses, I was retaining some of the information, just not all of it. So on this third try, which was 2022, and let's say the first try was 2017 in Georgia, the second try was 2019 in Florida, and then the third try to pass real estate exam would be 2022. I bought another Groupon Azure Tide 63-hour Florida course, and this time I was really serious about it, retaining the information. A lot of stuff as far as the terms I did remember. For me personally, it was the math and the real estate formulas that wasn't sticking. But when you're determined, if there's a will, there's a way, and that's definitely what happened with the math. And it just started to, once I just really said, okay, I can do math, and stop saying I'm not good at math, I start saying I can do this. It's like my mind opened up. So be careful with what you're saying to yourself, because you don't want to talk yourself out of something that you really, really want. And that's what I have been doing. And so I believe that's what made me fail the end of the course exams for the 2 other tries, was the math. And it was definitely not the definitions of the terms But we all know you got to have those math formulas down for real estate. So the third time with Azortai Realty Online with, I think her name is Linda Kemper. It wasn't instructor led, but I feel like I retained the information this time, and I started the courses in September. Let's see. Yeah, September, because this is my certificate of completion. Started September the 3rd, 2022, finished on October the 1st, and took that end of the course exam and passed it on October the 1st, 2022. So September, October, 1 month. 1 month this time of learning, and then from the time it took them, when I went and got my fingerprints, after you pass the initial course exam, you have to go get your fingerprints taken for background purposes. And don't think that each and everything is going to stop you. If you do have a background, do not let that deter you from pursuing real estate, because I do believe that it's just certain charges pertaining to maybe fraud or something like that, because you're dealing with people's money, that could deter you. But like, you shouldn't even let that deter you, because you just never know if they are going to say that your application to take the state exam has been accepted. And so after you take your courses, you need to get fingerprints and pay some fees, and you basically take the state exam. You can do it at home, where there's someone supposedly watching you the whole 3 hours, and if anyone makes a sound in the room or outside of the room, then you won't get a score. So I decided to go into the Pearson View Center and test, because I didn't want any distractions to stop me. And actually, I feel like the test was too easy. This is the state exam. What was really surprising to me is that the quizzes and end of the chapter test in my actual real estate courses was a lot harder than the state exam. To me, the state exam for the Florida real estate license was a piece of cake. And the math problems were, they said that you get 10 math problems. I can only remember about 4 or 5. And I was like, wow, this is a blessing, because I thought it was gonna be way harder than this, and it is not hard. And I made sure I studied the whole time that I was waiting on my fingerprints to get back, and to the DBPR. I had to, you'll have a couple of weeks of waiting, and in that time I recommend that you refresh yourself from your course and go over the chapter summaries and stuff like that. And I also bought a book off of Amazon, this book here, and while I was waiting on my fingerprints to get done, because when I was doing the online courses, I didn't have a textbook, but I decided after I passed the online exam, someone suggested to buy this, and I bought it off of Amazon, and it went over everything I learned in my courses. And then it has practice tests in the back, practice quizzes. I did it all. Once I went through everything, it has like 100 math questions in here, and that really is going to get you comfortable for the math. So once I did that, I was like, I'm ready. I'm not trying to wait any longer. Mind you, I passed in October, so I scheduled my state exam for December the 1st, because personally I wanted to be a real estate agent, or at least licensed, before 2023. I wanted that when I first started the course in September. I said, you have 3 months to take this, which your finish date would be December the 3rd of 2022, because I started on September the 3rd, 2022. And I finished in 1 month, because I said, I'm running late. So my suggestions to you for passing on the first time would be to, first of all, whatever course that you buy, after each chapter, there should be like a chapter summary. You can print those out or screenshot them in your phone and print those out, and keep those, because those are really, really helpful. And if you don't have a textbook for your real estate, you want to make sure that you get one off of Amazon. There's a lot of YouTube videos by Prep Agent. And me personally, I watched a lady named Karen Clymer for the math, and she was really great for me. And so I would recommend her to you. And there were some cram courses that I could have purchased, didn't purchase them. There were some people say use flashcards. I didn't use the flashcards. I've used Quizlet. There's an app called Quizlet, and you can use that, and there's flashcards on there. But I recommend that once you pass your schooling portion, that you don't stop studying and you find creative ways to study, and don't overthink it, because who knows, that state exam may be even easier than the schooling exams were. And just believe in yourself and stay consistent, because if you're consistent, you persist, it's gonna happen. And so right now, it is around December the 9th. I've been to one brokerage tour, which was Keller Williams. Looks like they have a 70-30 commission split and some fees. I really like the benefits that they offer if you work at Keller Williams. I have a few more brokerages to tour this upcoming week, and then the week after that it'll be Christmas. So I would say this week I'm gonna divvy down and decide what brokerage I wanna work with for my first real estate brokerage. And it's very, very exciting and hectic at the same time. Don't wanna make the wrong decision. It's not all about commission splits and money. I wanna know that I'm with a team that is successful, helpful, and also ethical. So I have bought this book as well, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. And I'm reading that. I have some other books that I'm reading too, but I have to get into them. I may even make me a real estate YouTube, so over there I can just keep you updated what's going on with me and the professional side of my life. It's very exciting. I feel like real estate school does not prepare you for the career, and that was like not even the beginning. That was like pre-game, and then once you get your licensure, you're in the game. So like I said, the Florida real estate exam, the state exam was really easy. I had to wait 48 hours, but to get the exams on the exam results online. But they tell you right when you leave Pearson View, they give you a piece of paper that I have over here, and I would show it, but it has my address and everything on it. But it says pass, and it's just a wonderful feeling. But I just feel like I still have a lot to learn. So right now I am reading books, doing my research on different brokerages, doing my research on lead generation, marketing, time management. There's so much to learn and there's so much to do. So I think in this book it said to work to learn before you work to earn. So right now, presently and today, I'm working to learn still, and then when it's time to earn, which is in a week or two, I'm gonna be a few steps ahead of the new agents who, you know, hadn't read anything or wrote down any notes or trying to figure out what is it that you need to be doing in your first 30 days of being a new real estate agent. And I think I have watched a lot of YouTubers, as well as some of agent from Keller Williams that I spoke to gave me some information. And I think I might make a video on the tips of what you need to do in your first 30 days as a new sales agent. But I'm gonna wait because I haven't even been a new sales agent for 30 days yet. So let's get that experience up under the belt before we start talking about it, okay? Let's get a little bit more information. A lot of people like to give out information before they know what they're talking about, but not me. Let me get the 30 days under my belt, but I do know some things, like people judge based off appearances, so you do want to look your absolute best. You want to have a professional car, and you want to go ahead and get ready to start getting like business cards and headshots for yourself, for your professional image. Those are just some tips that I'll share with you in this video, because I learned that people judge you based off appearances, and if someone is going to trust you with a $500,000 deal, you kind of want to look the part, and that includes your personal vehicle as well. So, is there anything else that I wanted to share with you guys? I don't know. I'm very excited for my career, and I'm excited to share with you guys what we get out of this. I'm gonna post this video on my Triple OG page, and I'm also gonna post it on a new YouTube page that I'm gonna make that's strictly based on real estate. If you're interested in that, then sooner or later I'll put a link in the description, or the name in the description of my new YouTube channel that's gonna be just, real estate and property transfer and ways to break generational curses and mindset coaching and all kinds of things that I'm interested in on a professional level, and we can stay and get goofy and crazy over here. I think you have to separate the two. I would love to just keep all the subscribers that I have on this channel and upload real estate stuff to this channel, but I don't think that would be best. So hit the like button if you gained any knowledge, or if this helped you out at all. Share it with a friend, a family member. I really appreciate the time that you guys spent with me.